Weston. I used to be a spy till...
We got a burn notice on you. You're blacklisted.
When you're burned, you've got nothing. No cash, no credit, no job history. You're stuck in whatever city they decide to dump you.
Where am I?
Miami.
You do whatever work comes your way. You rely on anyone who's still talking to you. A trigger-happy ex-girlfriend.
You shoot them.
An old friend who used to inform on you to the FBI.
You know, spies. Bunch of bitchy little girls.
Family, too.
Hey, is that your mom again?
If you're desperate.
Someone needs your help, Michael.
Bottom line, as long as you're burned, you're not going anywhere.
Nexus Murder is officially closed. I'm supposed to tell you that your standing with the agency won't be affected.
And what exactly is my standing with the agency?
You have fans and you have detractors.
Let me guess which side you're on.
You're gonna help me break into the British consulate. I brought along some help. Say hello to Anson. I never wanted to kill Michael.
Touch him, you are dead.
I told you not to test me.
My wife's been taken. This lunatic strapped a bomb to her neck.
You said you wouldn't kill her! Don't. Claire!
We take out the guards with the rubber bullets, and we go after Larry with the real one.
You are talking about an armed assault of a friendly government consulate, Fee. 3 of us are going to wind up in prison for the rest of our lives.
Oh! This is bulletproof. Go get a 50 cal, then maybe you got a shot. See, why did you plant the bomb in the lobby?
I didn't. I made one targeted explosive, just enough for Larry.
The security guards. They're dead.
I've gone to a lot of trouble to hold all the cards today.
Larry didn't kill us, man.
You don't think I'd actually blow up my wife? I'd be blowing up that building 6 ways from Sunday. I like to call it leverage. I hold your girlfriend's fate in my hands.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the last one of them. I've been pulling the strings all along.
For a spy, the worst thing that can happen is to become someone else's asset. You do anything you can to avoid it, making sure there's nothing people can grab onto and use as leverage. You move through life unattached, keeping the world at a distance. It's a hard way to live, but there's a cold logic to it. Love nothing, and nothing you love can be used against you. Once you violate that rule and make that connection with someone, you've handed your enemies the key to destroying you.
I want to get the ball rolling on your security review. Question 1.
I'd like to ask the first question, actually. The fact that I'm being evaluated for a higher clearance, does that mean that...
All this means is that DC likes having someone who can work off the books.
Last time I checked, that was illegal.
It pushes the boundaries, but I'd say in light of your recent activities, you're in no position to be too squeamish about laws. After all, that's what they like about you.
Oh, and one more thing.
Just remember that a team of agents is going to quadruple check everything you say here today, so do yourself a favor. Stick to the truth for a change. Question 1. Mr. Weston, we're aware of your past affiliation with a rogue network of burned spies. To the best of your knowledge, does any trace of that network still exist?
No. All of that's over now.
You're late. I was starting to worry. How'd your meeting go?
None of your business.
Oh, but it is. It is. It's absolutely my business because, well, there may be some doubt about whether you work for the CIA. There's absolutely no doubt that you work for me. So, I will ask again, how did your meeting go?
It went fine. What do you want?
You see, I have a problem. I spent most of my career staying, well, invisible, off the radar. And then you started shining lights in dark corners that should have stayed dark. And now, as a result of your efforts, my bank accounts and other bits of personal information are in CIA computers, and I don't want them there.
That's already done. There's nothing I can do.
Oh, don't be such a pessimist. Of course there is. Have you ever heard of Voidbot? It's this nifty little bit of malware that can scrub all trace of a person off of a computer system undetectively. I want you to get to the man who created it and get us a copy. His name's Oswald Patterson.
Hold on. He's in Puerto Rico? Sorry, I can't travel. The CIA is watching me too closely.
Michael, I saw your psych eval. I know you can do anything you say your mind to. Or in this case, anything I say your mind to. But don't do it for me, Mikey. Do it for love. Do it for Fiona.
Forget it. I don't think you should do anything for that parasite.
I don't think I have a choice.
Of course you have a choice. You can say no. You can tell the CIA all about Anson
And watch you go to jail for the rest of your life for something you didn't do? I can't do that, Faye.
Okay, what do we got here? What's the plan?
I don't think there is one. I just have to go to Puerto Rico and grab the guy we need to get Anson his virus.
Well, then I'm going with you.
Fee.
But I'm not some damsel in distress, Michael. Have you read that file? This hacker that you're after has his own little private army of bodyguards.
We'll both go then.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, someone should check and see what the police know about Fee.
I don't care how many cop buddies you have, Sam. You can't just go in there and ask.
I wasn't planning on that. I got a thing, a little something Jesse and me cooked up, but thing is, it's going to take someone who can fly under the radar, someone we trust, someone who knows the deal. You know, I don't know, maybe someone who's a little older.
My mom, Sam?
Mike, what a great idea. I'll talk to her. Here's to good plans and bad situations.
You want me to steal what?
Listen, it's not really stealing. It's more like a borrowing without asking.
Yes.
Borrowing without asking from the police. Isn't this just going to get Michael in even more trouble?
Well, not yes, set you up with a sweet little fake ID, so it won't lead back to him or you.
This thing lists me at age 52.
Yeah, well, a good cover ID lists the age that you look, not the age you are.
And a good spy knows how to flatter. Fine, I'll do it. And may I ask, where is Michael?
Where is he? He's on a trip.
Trip?
That's it.
When operating without official cover in remote locations, you don't have resources or backup if things go wrong. So it's usually best to move fast and stay exposed for as little time as possible. It's just a matter of figuring out what you're up against, crossing your fingers, and getting in and out as quickly as you can. Well, Oswald sure knows how to stay protected. I count 4 armed guards covering just the rear of the compound.
Michael, you're sure you want to do this now? We could wait and see what Sam and Jesse find. I mean, if I'm past saving, what's the point?
We have to assume we can get you out of this.
But if we can't,
I've been past saving before, Fee. You didn't walk away, and I'm not going to.
Well, that's terribly romantic, Michael. But we don't have the numbers nor the firepower to get through those guards.
Maybe we can get around them. If you set a diversion out front, I can make an approach from the water.
Grab Oswald before anyone even knows I'm there. Please, Fee.
Don't look at me like that. It's unsettling when you're that sincere. Fine, yes. I'll get the guns.
Creating a good diversion isn't just about making noise and firing guns. It's about giving the enemy the impression that he's being attacked in a way that demands the immediate attention of all of his forces. Ideally, something big and very, very loud.
Michael, the window's open.
All right, Pete.
I'll meet you a mile up on the beach. Don't move, don't make a sound. Tie your hands. Tie your hands. Get up. Get up. You need to learn to follow directions. Be quiet.
Is this about money? Because I have money.
This is about software.
Software. You got the bad information, man. I don't know anything about software.
Well, then we need to go to Miami.
No, we can't go to Miami. Listen, let's talk about it. Please, you're making a mistake, okay? My name is Carlos Bunuel. You can check my wallet.
Carlos is the cover ID the government gave you. Your real name is Oswald Patterson.
Whoa. I cannot swim with my hands tied.
You're not swimming. You're gonna float. Praying isn't gonna help the situation.
That's cute. I'm actually playing chess. It's not that easy to keep a board straight in your head, so if you wanted to leave me alone, I'd really appreciate it.
Happy to, as soon as I get the Voidbot software.
Okay, maybe you should write this down so I don't have to keep repeating myself. But I don't have it!
Oswald, you can't just keep lying to me forever.
Okay, well, I'm not talking. Unstoppable force, meet, immovable object.
Fine. Let's just forget it.
Before we start torturing each other, all right, can we just talk about this? My guard saw you abduct me.
You are absolutely right, Oswald. I owe you an apology. I owe you an apology.
No.
Because I feel like I have made a terrible mistake.
What mistake? No. Please.
Let's go for a walk.
So, what now?
I let you go, Oswald.
Okay, good. I think that's a good choice. You didn't... I'm sorry, who are you calling?
The police to confess that I kidnapped you. That's Patterson with 2 T's, right?
Oh, no, that's not necessary.
No, everyone needs to know that you're safe and here in Miami. I think I'm going to call the Herald. You know, the newspaper...
Stop. Okay, just stop.
Do you know what kind of people live on islands? In heavily guarded homes under fake names? Hunted people, Oswald. So if you want me to let you go and you take your chances with your enemies, fine. Otherwise, tell me where the virus is.
All right, can we sit, please? So a little bit of history. My specialty was hacking financial systems. So one day I got a call from this guy named Xavier. He's a cocaine, I don't know, wholesaler, I guess. He wants to go all cash, needs my help to erase his name from international banking systems. Pays $10 million, 5 upfront, 5 on delivery, to write this program to erase all this information from the government's computers.
That was Voidbot.
Yeah, problem is, before I can deliver it, I get busted by the FBI. So I made a deal. The feds confiscated the program.
And now it's stuck in a lab?
See, well, that's the thing, though. I got a way in. I built a back door for myself, key cards, access codes, just to get in case I need to. I left that stuff with an associate.
I guess it's time to get in touch with this associate.
No.
What's up, Sam?
Oh, just checking to see how things are going with your hacker buddy.
We're making progress.
Well, that's good. So listen, me and Jesse are about to start teaching your ma some Spycraft 101. Just want to make sure everything's still a go.
It's a go, Sam.
You got it, Mikey. Okay, all systems are go.
Pulled some strings. Got a meeting with the detective working the consulate bombing. You're gonna get us access to his laptop so we can see if they're after Fee.
How am I going to do that? I barely know how to turn this thing on.
You're going to get the data off the DRAM chip.
Oh.
Dynamic random access memories. Basically, it's a circuit.
Spare me the computer talk. Just show me what to do.
Okay, watch and learn.
Information stored in a DRAM chip was long considered impossible to steal. It's automatically erased when the chip's removed.
And then after you transfer the information, you have to get the chip back on the laptop. Okay, so your turn. The whole thing. Do the whole bit.
And don't rush me.
The one way to preserve the information in a DRAM chip is by freezing it immediately after you take it out of the computer. A quick application of compressed air from your local drugstore will keep the memory intact long enough to get what you need.
That's plenty.
It's possible, but far from easy. And if you don't want to get caught, it takes some practice.
There! I did it!
Okay, good. Now you have to do it until you can do it under pressure. Without these. They're not going to let you smoke in there, Manny.
Fine. If I can't smoke, you can't drink my beer. Let's do it again.
Yeah, I heard you guys were looking for anybody that knew anything about the consulate bomb. I used to be with CIFA, so I figured I'd try and pitch in.
I see. Now did you two cross paths?
Jesse's girlfriend does my hair. And so I was talking about what I saw, and he gave me a call and said that I should get in touch with you.
Yeah, my lady made me tag along for support. You know how it is.
I understand. This is our stop. Miss Brown, did you notice anything else unusual or out of the ordinary on your walk that afternoon?
No, not really.
Would you mind looking through some mug shots just to see if you recognize anybody?
Gosh, that's a lot.
Oh, take your time. Take your time.
I'm sorry. It's just I don't want to pick the wrong person. I never forgive myself.
You know what? Why don't we go grab a soda? Give her a little breathing room, huh?
Sure. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
When you need to buy time for an operation, the key is staying relaxed. No matter how high the stakes are, you have to act like everything's fine.
Diet or regular?
Let's go full diesel. I deserve a little treat. I've been doing these new crunches. It's this new ab workout. It's called Crunch Drunk. You heard of it?
No.
Yeah. It's hardcore. Feel my stomach.
The key is staying natural, giving your team as much room to operate as you can without letting on what you're doing.
We should be getting back.
Actually, you know what? Let's go with Cherry soda. Feeling a little crazy. Feeling a little wacky.
Okay.
No, scratch that. Let's go diet.
When you know that time is running out, you have to signal your team at the first opportunity and hope for the best.
So how about you, detective? You hit the gym at all?
Oh, I curl donuts. Lots of donuts. Excuse me, ma'am. May I ask what you're doing? Putting something in your purse there? You want to tell me what that is?
Caught me. It's my cigarettes. Trying to sneak one. Sorry.
I'll tell you what, I'll pretend like I didn't see it.
Thank you.
There you go. You see anybody you recognize?
I think I remember this man. Or maybe that's him. This one. Yeah. I really can't be sure.
You know what? I think we got all we need. Thanks for coming in.
That's it. Yellow one.
This is where your associate lives? Care to elaborate on this associate?
No, actually, thank you. I do not care to elaborate on this associate. I care to get in, get my access cards, and get out as soon as possible.
Ooh, touchy.
He has enemies. Don't take it personally.
Actually, you can take that personally. You are both firmly in the enemy column right now. Baby cakes, hey, you look great.
You look like hammered crap. Just get inside, Oswald.
I'll deal with this. You keep an eye on the street. Baby cakes. Oh, look what you've done here. Very tech geek chic.
Baby cakes? Where's that TV? The one I bought you. The vintage.
A dinosaur? No, I'm streaming everything through these bad boys. See, they get 100 times the resolution.
Why, wouldn't you tell me that you stopped using that television?
The only contact we have these days is when we're questing in World of Warcraft. Why would I tell you how I'm decorating my living room?
That TV is extremely important! Do not tell me
Well,
you
you
just
didn't
sold it!
say it was important. You just sent it to me with a card that said happy birthday. This is your problem, Oswald.
We're gonna have to deal with your issues later. Right now, I need to know where those cards are.
The cards are in the television that I gave her. I thought it would be a good idea to hide them somewhere in Miami in case I need to get to them.
Where is the TV now?
In storage.
Oh.
A place across town. I have a key, but...
Michael.
Did you get the key cards?
No, we hit a little snag in here.
Well, we're about to hit a big snag out here. 2 armored SUVs are heading this way.
I think Oswald's friend Xavier just caught up to us. Meet me at the side of the house, now.
Can either of you tell me why the coke dealer that you pissed off just showed up?
What did you do?
I'm so sorry, Ozzy.
Oh,
You promised that he wouldn't find me, but he did. And he said if you ever came back and I didn't tell him, I was dead.
I'm so sorry. I screwed this whole thing up.
This is gonna have to wait. We need to move right now, or we're all gonna die right here.
We got another SUV coming up third. The street is completely blocked.
3 guys in the back alley, too. This is bad.
You guys were dead. You're dead!
down.
Look, Xavier wants his software, so he's probably planning on taking you alive.
And that's a good thing?
Yeah, it gives us a way out of here. One you're not gonna like, though.
All right, fan out. I don't want the little weasel popping out a window and making a run for it. Let's go.
In a situation where you're trying to keep someone from being captured, your best leverage is often the life of the very person you're trying to protect. Everybody back off! All right, drop him right now! The trick is convincing the bad guys that you're willing to kill their prize before you let them have it. Xavier, I presume? Nice suit.
Thanks. But we've got a big problem here. You feel like telling me who you are?
That's not important. What is important is you need this man alive and I do not. Put down your weapons or he dies. The next one is in his skull. Drop your weapon now. Very good.
This is a mistake. You don't want to make me your enemy.
And you don't want to make me make him a corpse. Back off, friend.
You better keep him in one piece. He's mine. And whoever you are, I'll see you soon.
Oh, God. This isn't good. Are you sure Xavier can't find us?
We're safe here. Michael's checking with some of our contacts to see how wide Xavier's reach is.
I can tell you it's wide enough to relocate to Puerto Rico. You know, maybe it's time we consider...
You're staying in Miami until we get those key cards. Sherry, you sure the TV's still in your storage unit?
Yeah. And I have the only key, so the TV is still inside.
Well, at this point, Xavier knows you're part of this. Chances are he knows you're running a storage unit.
You know, Sherry didn't sign up for any of this. Is there a way we can just get her out of town, or...
Well, I have an import-export friend. Maybe he could help.
Import-export?
That means smuggling. That's how they got me here.
You like boats? That's my friend Louis. He'll take you to the Dominican Republic.
Is Oswald gonna be okay?
I think so. He's in trouble, but Michael's good with trouble.
You probably think I'm crazy for liking Oswald, but... Do you know how we met? I cracked his online account at a music store and stole his credit card. He tracked me down and asked me out. There aren't a lot of guys like that, and it's not ideal, but I kind of can't help but love him. You'll take care of him then?
We'll do our best. Bon voyage!
So, you find anything?
Not yet, no.
Beer and a single malt scotch.
Yeah, no, sorry, that's a mistake. We didn't order that.
It's from the gentleman over there.
Anson, great to see you. What do you want?
G'day. Did I get your drinks right? Yes? I'm so happy. Look who's been doing research, checking into what the police have on Fiona. Good for you. It's always best to see for yourself. But may I save you some time with the executive summary? The police hit a dead end tracking the explosives. The surveillance cameras turned up nothing, and there were no eyewitnesses.
The investigation's at a standstill. Yeah, we got that.
Oh, that's a half-empty way of looking at it, Mr. Porter. I prefer to think that the police are a few missing clues away from solving the case. Clues which I currently hold.
Goody for you.
Well, it will be when I get the software that I asked for.
Yeah, Mike's working on that.
Wonderful. Please tell him that Fiona's completely safe, so long as he succeeds. Oh, and in case either of you have any ideas about coming after me. Please be aware. I know a lot more about you than your favorite drinks. Cheers.
It's official. You guy's a dick.
Hands on the pipe, Oswald.
Seriously? I don't think we're past the whole zip cord phase.
I don't like going into dark corners with people I don't trust.
Aren't we just picking up the access codes?
We are. If it helps, think of yourself as a lookout in case Xavier sends someone here.
What are the chances Xavier?
Very high. And we already know you like yelling. So if you see his guys, do what comes naturally. When you're surprised by an enemy who has you outgunned, your first instinct is naturally going to be to try to run. This can be a serious tactical mistake. Sometimes it's less important to get away immediately than it is to make sure your enemies can't follow.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, that was amazing. Yelling time is over. Let's go.
That's it?
Yeah, it's a joint lab for the HSA, FBI, DEA. Okay, these are the key cards for the front gate, and that gets past the guard in the front. These access codes, that's for the lab and then the vault.
You'll stay in the car while I go in. Once I come out with the drive, we will head down to the docks, and we'll get you home.
Wait. Let me ask you something. Why'd you come back for me? Back at the storage place. You had the codes. You could have just left me. It would have been easier than that thing you did with the forklift. I mean, seriously, what kind of thief are you?
I'm not a thief. At least not by choice.
So you're being forced to do this?
And I'm trying to do it with as little damage as possible.
Okay, you can't go in there, man. You can't use those key cards.
You just said they would work.
Yes, you can go in there, but you can't get away without getting caught. Have you ever heard of micro RFID trackers?
Special forces uses them to keep tabs on terrorists about the size of a grain of rice.
Well, no, they make them smaller now. Much smaller. Okay, you take one step in there.
I get tagged?
Yeah. Okay, it's a fail-safe. It can't be hacked. It gets in your clothes and your hair. As soon as you step outside, it transmits your location. They'll have a satellite tracking your ass by the time you buckle up.
And you're telling me this now?
Hey, back when you were pointing guns at my face and kidnapping me, I wanted you to get caught, okay? I changed my mind. So just tell whoever's behind this that it's a no-go.
You don't understand. I can't fail.
But if you step in there,
You're tagged. It's over.
It's not over. If I can't go in there, I'll have to find someone who can go in for me. Sam, Jesse, this is Oswald, creator of Voidbot.
Hey.
Hi.
Do any of your friends ever smile?
Yes.
So where do we stand?
Well, unfortunately, anybody who takes anything out of the vault gets tagged, tracked by satellite, and pounced on by a fleet of FBI agents.
Great. So, what do? Just draw straws?
No, we let Xavier go get it.
Wait a minute, what? As in, coke dealer who wants you dead, Xavier?
We know he wants it, and when the FBI grabs him, we solve the wanting me dead problem too.
Okay, but how do we get the software from him with the satellites watching?
We hit him someplace the satellites can't see, make ourselves a copy. You're gonna call Xavier. You're gonna tell him you escaped from me. You want to make a deal by offering up Voidbot. You ask for $200,000 so he doesn't get suspicious.
That's crazy. I've dedicated my life to avoiding this man.
And if you do this, he'll be out of your life for good. And Sherry's too.
Fine. This is a hell of a way of repaying me. Getting you out of that lab. Hello? Hey, Xavier. Can we make a deal?
Stay cool. This whole thing is gonna be over in a few minutes.
Okay, showtime.
Remind me again, what's preventing Xavier from just killing me and taking the access codes?
Don't panic. Jesse and I are here to protect you.
And what if he kills you too?
Oh, well, if that happens, yeah, go ahead and panic.
Okay, that's good right there. We're gonna do this deal at a nice, polite, respectful distance.
Respectful? No. This son of a bitch stole $5 million from me.
It's inaccurate. Look at it this way. A few years back, you were going to pay $10 million for that virus. Instead, you're going to pay, what, 5 and change? Man, that sounds like a bargain to me. Or if you prefer, you can shoot Ozzy, but that means we got to shoot back, and then a bunch of guys die, and you wasted all that cash for nothing. So do we have a deal or not?
There we go. Yeah, come on. There we go.
Give him the money.
Oz, come on.
Okay, this is the card for the front gate. This is the card for the guard in the restricted zone. And this code will get you in the lab and the vault.
You think this is over? I want to find you and watch you die.
Hey, enough of that. We have a deal. You want to whisper sweet nothings at Ozzy? That's going to cost extra.
Pleasure doing business with you sons of bitches. And we'll see you later.
All right, stop right there. No one leaves until I walk out of that place with the virus. Anything happens to me in there, everyone dies.
Active security systems are built to keep people out. Passive systems, on the other hand, don't prevent security breaches. They help you catch the bad guy after he leaves. They're often cheaper and more effective. Plus, they let you know who your enemies are. Micro RFID tags work like anti-theft tags in department stores, only they're a lot smaller and stick to clothes, shoes, and even hair. Once activated, they transmit a response to a coded signal. From there, it's easy for a surveillance satellite to lock on and follow a high-value target.
We're good here.
Okay. It's been real.
And the best part is the target never even knew it happened.
Xavier's got his toy and is on the move. How you guys doing?
You set to go?
Almost, Sam. Where are they headed?
It's hard to tell, Mikey. The SUVs are heading in 2 different directions. Probably trying to avoid a tail. Stay on them, Sam.
Xavier's driving north.
He's probably heading for his place in Brickell.
All right, that means you can cut him off at 10th Street, Mike.
No, there's too much traffic there.
14th will give us more privacy.
I hope you're right, Mikey, because the eyes in the sky are going to be watching by now.
Yeah, sounds like the word's already out. The cops are scrambling. They see you with Xavier, they're going to sweep you up, too.
The age of satellite surveillance has made some operations easier for spies and a lot harder for others. If you need to secretly meet someone who's being tracked by a satellite, your options are pretty limited. The only move is to make sure you're someplace the surveillance satellites can't see you. That usually means a cave, a tunnel, or in a pinch, a freeway overpass.
I think we have enough privacy under here. See you soon.
Okay, it's showtime. We're set up just behind you, about a half a mile south of the bridge.
Xavier's headed our way. How's our emergency response?
We're cutting it close, Mike. You got 2, maybe 3 minutes to
Copy that virus.
If it takes longer than that, we got bigger problems.
Hey, buddy, get the hell out of my way.
Actually, I have a better idea. I was hoping you could hand over the disk drive.
Get back in the car, boys, or I drop him.
It's cool, guys. I got this.
You sons of bitches are robbing me.
No need for name calling. We're just making a copy of the disc.
Don't think of it as robbery. Think of it as sharing at gunpoint.
Come on, hurry it up, Mike. You're running out of time. Air support's heading your way.
Looks like the cops are headed this way, too.
Well, that didn't hurt too bad, did it?
You think you can get away with this?
I think we just did.
Now get the hell out of here.
Get out of there, Mike. You're out of time.
One of the nice things about sending a full-scale Homeland Security response after your enemies is the fact that you can get the resources of every branch of law enforcement, which means they generally catch whoever they're after. And they don't listen to excuses.
Hold it right there! Come on, fellas, look, you don't understand. I was set up.
Get down, hands on your head. You heard him. On the ground. Now.
Now that you don't need a fortress to stay hidden, are you going to track down Sherry?
Well, she's not too pissed.
Well, I have a feeling she'll hear you out.
So this is your smuggler friend?
Yeah, he can get you back down to Puerto Rico in a few hours, but don't call him a smuggler.
Can I just say one thing? This virus is not a good thing. And whoever you're getting it for is not a good person.
Yeah, you know, it's a little complicated.
I remember when I was making it, I thought I was this, like, badass outlaw or something, and by the time I figured out I wasn't, it was too late. So I don't know who Michael's working for, but just tell him to be careful, because some roads you go down, you can't get back from.
Yeah, believe me, he knows. We both do.
Ma?
I want to thank you for helping with the police.
I talked to Sam. You're really handing off a computer virus to this guy?
Anson has Fee dead to rights. I don't have a choice. I have to give him what he wants.
Yeah, then what?
Then he disappears and I try to move on. I'll track him down one day.
What's the latest with the CIA?
I meet with Pierce tomorrow and get the results back from my security review.
Sounds like they're beginning to trust you.
Just when they shouldn't.
You know, I don't like any of this. But for what it's worth, I should trust you. Now more than ever.
For a spy, loyalty is a strange thing. Your job is to deceive, to live among your enemies, to perform dark deeds for a noble purpose. And it's that purpose that guides you through the darkness. When you lose sight of that, the darkness is all there is.
You look like you could use a nap. Worried about the security review?
It crossed my mind.
Any reason you should be worried?
You tell me.
You got your clearance. Congrats. You're still off the books, but
It's better than nothing.
I know we got off to a bumpy start, but I'm glad we can be honest with each other.
Me too.
From now on, make sure the lies you tell are the ones we want you to tell.
Anything for the agency.
Good. They're cooking up some assignments in D.C. We'll be in touch soon. Go. Celebrate.
You live in a beautiful place, Michael.
I prefer a climate without mosquitoes.
You know what the secret of happiness is? Wanting what you have.
What I have is a flash drive. What I want is everything you have on Fiona.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself. The virus does me no good in your hands. I need it in the CIA's computer system. That shouldn't be too hard with your new security clearance.
You really expect me to...
Michael, listen to me. I know you. The martyr complex, the daddy issues, the problems with authority. I know that every part of you is telling you to fight this. But you've got to realize how smart I am, right? So ask yourself, why would I be willing to put myself in this position? Why am I so comfortable telling you that I own you? Because it's true. There's no moves left on the chessboard. Unless you're willing to see your girlfriend go to prison for the rest of her life, you will do exactly what I say. I'll be seeing you real soon, Michael. It's Andre. He's dead, Michael.
Who's Andre?
He was my best friend since childhood.
Next Thursday.
I just want to know who killed my brother.
We'll sneak in, sneak out.
Okay, except that's crazy.
Doesn't mean it won't work.
That guy makes a surprise visitor. Mike and Jesse are dead.
You said this wouldn't work. You gave me your word.
Trust me. I will take him down.
Burn Notice. All new episode next Thursday at 10. Only on USA. Characters welcome.